Welcome to Thingamajigger Thursday, everybody. In this week's episode, we're going to revisit last week's tool real quick. I got a slight update on that. Then we're going to take a look at this week's tool, then a sneak peek at next week's tool, and then we're going to hold the drawing for the Mega Tool giveaway, or the redrawing, I should say. Let's get going. All right, so before I get started on the tools today, a little self-deprivation. I'll be keeping my face off the camera for the most part. I'll show you here in a second why, but I got a smoking deal on this finger brake slip roll slash shear, and the base on it was just total trash, and I'm trying to rework it. So I have this really cool rigid three-legged vise stand, sawhorse vise stand, and I was pulling it out of the case, or not its case, but where I keep it. And you see here, this yellow case, I lifted it up out of there, and I was trying to catch the lid of that yellow case so it didn't slam shut while I was holding on to one of the legs of the stand, and it popped loose on me and smacked me right in the lip. I swore I was gonna have to go to the hospital, get stitches, but here it is. Here's what it looks like. I feel like I look like one of the Simpsons characters, so yeah, that's why I'm hiding in embarrassment today. All right, so on to the tools. Real quick, you'll never guess what I found at an estate sale this past week. Can you believe it? Now, this is the actual chain tool. This is, chandelier or lighting chain. It's very thin, easy to work, and that's what these pliers are for. You slip them in there. You can spread the link. Yeah, see? Then it pops right out, right? And then these pliers, actual chain pliers, have these little grooves here to re-squeeze your chain and get it back to where it's supposed to be. All right? Those are chain pliers. Now, they look, virtually identical, except they're not. And I still can't quite figure it out. There's been a couple, like in last week's video, I said that this might be used for swedging or maybe deburring. There's other pliers that are similar to these that are called gas pliers or gas pipe pliers. And they do have that. Literally the exact same thing. I think I showed a picture of that last week. But the tips on these are completely different. So again, I'm still left wondering. Now this would work just fine for these. Pops it right open, but the problem is there's not anything to squeeze it back together with. So unless you're just supposed to pound it or grab onto it, I don't know. But I just thought it was really ironic that I just did a video on some pliers that we thought were chain pliers, and then I found actual chain pliers. So, and the another thing I didn't mention last week that I thought these could be used for is O-rings. Spreading out O-rings or clips of some sort. If you got any other thoughts or suggestions, let me know. And oh yeah, by the way, while we're looking at this stuff, please take a quick second to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Okay, so on to today's tool. Yeah, Raw Bacon nailed it right on. This is the Elgin adjustable wrench, sometimes called the Elgin adjustable alligator wrench or alligator adjustable wrench. You can see right there the Elgin. It says right on the jaws, extra jaws, 25 cents. It is older. I don't really see a use for this, but let's go through all the details first. You can see the jaws, they are serrated on one side. They're kind of angled a little bit. You see that, like that direction, but they're also angled towards the handle. They're angled back. In these photos here, you can see that this hole is meant for several things. Now, yeah, you could use it once you get your fastener caught in there. You can use it just to speed around, right? The other thing is, this was sold in a kit, a nice box set, and they had an insert of dies, like tap and die dies, and well, you'll see it here in the photos. And that's really friggin' cool. You could chase threads, if you marred up something or something was just screwed up, you could re-thread it or thread standard rod. And they also had, they call it pump rods, and I'm assuming that's more like MPT. Either way, they sold that in the kit. And they also sold inserts that go in here that turn this into a ratchet. ratchet handle. So you could put that little insert in there and it would have, I think, a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch drive ratchet end on it. So that's pretty nifty. For back then, that's really cool. Now, as far as the threads go, one of the YouTube videos I watched, I'm sorry, not the threads, the jaws. One of the YouTube videos I watched, the fella was talking about how the teeth and just the angle of the jaws don't really match up. So because those teeth are angled, they don't really grab on squarely as they could. You'd have to almost actually hold the thing at an angle to get those jaw teeth to grab on perfectly. It's probably better suited for square fasteners where you can really see that really grabs onto there. And back when these were made, early or late 1800s, early 1900s, square ends, you know, fasteners, nuts, bolts, all of that, everything was square. So that would make a little bit more sense. I don't like the fact that it's righty loosey, lefty tighty. So in order to tighten the jaws, you actually have to go left. And I don't know if this pair was reworked or if it was sold this way, but the ones that were sold, these were flathead screws so that you could replace the jaw. Now, I don't know if maybe that one is a screw or if these are all just rivets. Like that one definitely looks like a rivet. So yeah, really, really nifty. Very cool, old. This is going to go in the next tool giveaway, so we'll set that bugger aside. All right, on to the sneak peek. This is it. If you got any guesses on what this bugger is used for, go ahead and throw it in the comments section, and we'll be going over that next week. It's a good size. It's aluminum. It's not very heavy. Spring-loaded. The jaws are definitely unique. And I just covered up names. There's actually no part number on it. So that's next week's tool. All right, on to the giveaway. If you don't know what's in here, go ahead and watch the last 2-3 videos. We've gone over this a couple times. We'll get that out of the way. The rules, check the description box. You have 2 weeks from the time of today's video to claim your prize. Otherwise, I'm just gonna give it away again. All right, so today we got 8 entries. If I already have your information, like Raw Bacon here, he's already won, I've already mailed stuff to him, I'll just mail it out. If I don't have your information, I haven't confirmed you are who you are, I will congratulate you in the comments, replying to your enter me comment, and I'll leave my email address in there. You need to email me, and then I will give you a confirmation code. You will send that, or put that confirmation code replying to my congratulation comment. I know it sounds confusing, but it's super easy. That just allows me to verify that you are who you are and somebody else doesn't just email me and say, hey, yeah, I won, and I mail it off to the wrong person, okay? So super easy, super simple. Here's our 8 poker chips. We'll throw them in a bag and I will draw it out. And this is totally free. I pay for shipping. There's no cost to enter. It's just, you know, put enter me. Anybody can win. I guess I can't do anything other than that. Oop, fell out. Curtis, there you go. So Curtis, congratulations. Make sure you get in touch with me. You have 2 weeks from today. All right, everybody. Well, I appreciate everybody's support of the channel. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Have a great, safe weekend, and we will see you next Thursday.